Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we will be continuing the series of underrated guns that we've been doing here on the channel. You guys have been absolutely enjoying this series and absolutely smashing the like button into basically extinction at this point. You guys have been absolutely killing it on every single video, and I honestly can't thank you guys enough. It really does help the channel out so much, and I think it helps out a bit more than a lot of people understand. It's one of the most important things to a channel, that people are engaging with the videos, and I really do appreciate all the support. I really do. But this next one is going to be something that I think a lot of you probably did not see coming for this next episode. And that's because today we're actually going to be taking a look at a shotgun. And the shotgun we're going to look at is the 20 gauge side-by-side. Now, this is a part of the Goose DLC, so I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily have this, or at least don't use it that often. When in reality, it's not that much worse than the 20 gauge semi-automatic, which comes with the Duck DLC. The only main difference is the fact that you can only have 2 shells before having to reload. However, this thing does have something pretty cool. You can actually use the Marksman ECAT sight, which is a sight that comes with the 470 or the Virhonga Savannah DLC. So I find that not a lot of people ever use this sight, and the biggest reason is because they think that it can only go on the 470, but it actually can go on the side-by-side shotgun as well, and I think it works pretty well for it. We do have some mountain goats out in front of us, so I think... Whoa, well hold on, that's... never mind. I think I'm a little more excited about that right there. That's an albino mountain lion. Maybe we should probably take that out. But before we do that, if you guys have not already, be sure to hit that like button if we can get to 300 likes on this video. As with all of the underrated weapons videos, we will do another one. So, if you haven't already, hit that like button. And also, while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment down below on what guns you think are incredibly underrated and that should get some more love, and maybe we will do one of those in one of the future videos. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy to slow down. Now, I did bring 3 different side-by-side shotguns with us today, one with birdshot, one with buckshot, and one with slugs, so we're gonna try and take a few animals with each of them. And this guy right here, or I guess this girl right here, is going to be a pretty good first target. Let's hope that we can actually get close enough to take this thing out. It's going to be kind of difficult because slugs don't have very much of a range, but we'll do our best to get close. Well, by the time I got this thing to go alert, it's actually in a pretty poor spot, but I think we can maybe still get a shot into it. It's hard to say if we'll get a perfect angle, but we can maybe do something with it. Unfortunately, it's very hard to see, so I guess we will have to try to spot it again and then maybe get a shot. I think either way, we're gonna have to sneak up a bit closer. So at this point, we are almost right on top of this mountain lion, and I think we should be able to get a shot very shortly. Let's just hope that it actually gives us a good angle. And I think that was it right there. I think that was her, and it definitely is, so let's see if we can get its attention. And, of course, it decided to flee off. Well, what else would happen? This is a Scarecrow video, after all, so it doesn't really surprise me. But maybe we can get a long-range shot? Unfortunately, both of those missed, but thankfully mountain lions are kinda stupid and tend to bug out quite a bit and just not run, so honestly, this will probably be perfect right here, provided we can just get the aiming point down. And yeah, that looked pretty solid, so I think that's probably going to be good. Question is, will it even have penetration at that distance? I honestly don't know. I don't think it did, that's for sure. So we're gonna have to try and get another shot into her. And that should be a second shot into her. Question is, was that vitals? Yes, that one was. Alright, well, we at least got her down on the second shot, and I'm pretty sure that did hit lungs. Hopefully it wasn't a spine shot, but I guess we're about to find out. There she is. It does look like we got vitals on the second shot, so that is good. I'm glad both of them weren't bad shots. We at least managed to save it somehow. It looks like the first one was actually just a little bit too far forward, but the second one ended up hitting the lungs, so Even at 124 meters, this thing had pretty good penetration and actually was able to get into a lung. I imagine a broadside shot, it might be able to get double lung. We're gonna have to do some more testing with it and just see, but it honestly is a pretty good shotgun, and I feel like it is pretty underrated. But that is a pretty cool trophy. Let's go ahead and tax it because it is a albino mountain lion, which is pretty awesome. But let's go ahead and move on to some other trophies because we need to put this thing to the test. Another thing that I did forget to mention is we actually did get a brand new dog on one of the recent live streams, and after about 20 minutes of trying to figure out a name for it, by the time we did finally decide on a name, it was too long and it wouldn't actually let us name it that because apparently there's a 12 character limit on naming dogs, so we had to shorten it. But this oh, what was okay, well, yeah, that just happened. But as I was saying, this right here is a PG-1F 3000, which stands for Piebaldistic Great One Finder 3000. It's a bit of an inside joke from some of the live streams, so if you guys weren't there when it happened, it might not make a lot of sense, but yeah, that's what this dog's name is. So we're gonna have PG-1F 3000 and try to track a few things today as well. But this right here is a pronghorn out at 86 meters, which should be a great target for the slugs. So let's see what we can do here. And yeah, as I expected, it just absolutely demolished that poor thing. And we might get a chance at taking out a turkey as well. So let's try to rush up there with the birdshot and see if we can get it before it flies away. Or at least before it flies too far. And, well, we hit it. I don't know how quickly that thing's gonna die, but I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and check out this pronghorn, though, because it absolutely dropped on the spot. And yeah, it is double lung, liver, and stomach. That is quite incredible. That's about as good of a shot as we could have got, actually. I'll take it. That went pretty well. But a question that a lot of you might be wondering is, can this thing take a long-range shot on a pronghorn as well? And this one just happens to be a bit of a quartering angle even, so I guess we are about to find out if this thing can do it. To be honest, I can't even tell if it hit. It's so hard to see. I guess we're about to find out though. Yeah, we definitely hit it. That was not a good shot though, as we can see. We hit it again, but once again, not a great shot. So maybe don't try a 150 meter shot on a pronghorn with this. But then again, it is a shotgun, so you're not supposed to be taking long range shots in most scenarios, I guess, which, I mean, considering that, I'd say it did just about as I would have expected. But honestly, that second shot was not bad. That second shot did get into a lung, so that's good at least. It was 100 meters away, so still a decently long shot. I'd say 100 meters is probably about the limit you would want to go, though, because past that, it's just not quite as easy to hit where you're wanting to. Oh my gosh. Well, I'd say it works pretty good for close-range bear hunting. To be honest, I did not expect it to penetrate at that angle, but it looks like we did somehow. And this one did as well. Honestly, they're doing pretty good at close to mid-range. Not bad at all. Ooh, look what we have there. That is super awesome. So that's either a leucistic or an albino female pronghorn, and I think that's going to be an awesome thing to try and take out with the buckshot. That's going to be a pretty cool thing to take out. It's been a long time since I've seen a rare pronghorn, besides a piebald, but those really aren't considered rare. They're kind of common. However, these are definitely a rare. We will have to be decently quick though, because this other herd has already started leaving, which means this herd that we're after should probably leave soon as well. Hopefully they've got a slightly later time, but these ones have started moving, so we do have to move kind of quickly. Oh, this is actually going to be really good. They are coming right towards us, which means this will be a great chance to try out the buckshot. We have yet to use the buckshot, and I'm kind of excited to see how it will do on a pronghorn, so let's get up and run towards it. We got the first shot. I don't know about the second one. I'm pretty sure the second shot was a little bit too far away and probably angled a bit too much, but the first one should be dead in no time. Alright, so this does look like a leucistic, and it looks like it's also gonna be leaving very shortly if it hasn't already. And in fact, I think it has left already, so I think we're in a good spot to where we should be able to take it out as it's coming over here. I guess we'll see. But it's definitely coming in a good direction, so hopefully this will be a chance for us to take it out. Actually, the more that I look at it, that might be albino. You know, it's so hard to tell with these things, but I think the pink hooves are not on the leucistics, so this is probably an albino. And that is super awesome. It's been a long time since I've seen one. Ooh, she is just absolutely running now. She did finally slow down, and honestly, this right here might be our best chance. We should be able to run up to her a little bit. And that definitely got her. The question is, was it close enough to actually get penetration? It looks like it was. Well then, that's awesome. We'll go claim her first, and then we'll go get the other one that we shot a little bit ago. That's super awesome, though. It definitely doesn't kill them quickly, but, I mean, I don't really expect buckshot to do that well. Mainly because Call of the Wild's buckshot is kind of known for being just bad in general. Almost every single gun that has buckshot in this game is just not great. Very underpowered is a bit of an understatement. But yeah, it at least will take them down. I greatly prefer the slugs over buckshot though, even at close range. So we probably won't do too much more buckshot use in this video. It's just not that great. And I feel like the slugs and the birdshot are what highlight this as an underrated weapon. The buckshot, not so much. The buckshot is never used for good reason. And on the topic of stuff that's not used for good reason, there is a few guns that I've seen pop up in the comments a little bit as an underrated weapon. And I just wanted to real quickly mention a couple that I will not be doing in this series because I don't really think they're that underrated. I think nobody uses them for a good reason. And a couple of them are the 357 Magnum and the 45 Colt. They're just not great guns to me. The 45 Colt has this weird thing where every time you cock the hammer, it ends up kicking you out of the scope. And if you're trying to swap between targets, the second it kicks you out of that scope, your sensitivity is going to increase to your normal sensitivity, and you're just going to zoom past whatever trophy you were trying to swap to. So that's one of the reasons I'm not going to do that, and also it just kills extremely slowly. The only thing it has going for it is that it has good penetration. 45 Colt, not an underrated weapon. It's not used for good reason. And it's the same with the 357. It's just not very good. But this right here is a pretty awesome Albino Pronghorn, and definitely something you don't see that often. It's been a very long time since we've killed one here on the channel, so this is pretty cool. And as we can see, even at a frontal angle, it did get into a lung. Honestly, I thought this thing was a little bit more broadside when we took the shot, but I guess not. And honestly, in that case, this did pretty well considering the angle. You know, I was wondering why we were having such awesome luck here on this server, and then I look at the host and it's a level 2. No wonder there's so many nice trophies on the map. That is absolutely awesome. I think we're going to stick around here for a little bit longer than I had intended, because there definitely could be some crazy good stuff, and I think we're going to go check out the mountain goat population next, based on the fact that I doubt this guy's ever hunted them. And I couldn't find that pronghorn. I'm assuming that he must have picked it up, so it is what it is. We don't get to see what the buckshot did to that first one, but I am a little more interested in just checking out this map now. Holy, and right on cue, we've got ourselves a relatively good-sized mountain goat. Honestly, that's a good way to start out. So we'll definitely try to get that thing down. I don't know if there's going to be any others that are bigger or equal size, but that's a very solid mountain goat, whichever one it was. I guess it's the one in front. Yeah, there it is. That thing is a beauty. We're definitely going to try and get a little bit closer to take this. I don't want to mess up the shot on the off chance that it is a diamond level 4, because it very well could be. So about 107 meters out, this honestly should be a pretty decent distance, provided it goes broadside again. I think we should be able to do this. We are going to move slightly closer as it's going alert and moving around a little bit. Just so we can gain a little bit of extra distance on it. Let's see what we can do here, though. And it looked to be a solid hit. Yeah, that thing just went down. You know, if this makes diamond, that's actually going to be a pretty cool way to take out a diamond mountain goat. And we are about to hit our 500th diamond ever. If this ends up being the 500th diamond, that's going to be such a cool diamond to have as our 500th, and also a pretty cool way to take it out. So I would not be mad if this thing made it. That would be pretty awesome. So let's take a look at the horns. Honestly, I think this might make it. I have such a hard time telling, but I think this has a chance. It is just a gold at 105.70, but that thing was really close. We did get single lung at 106 meters. This is why I definitely say the slugs are 10 times better than the buckshot. Just so much more versatility and range you can use them on, which is exactly why we're not going to focus on the buckshot much more in this video. It just really doesn't compare, and if you're going to use this gun, you're going to want to use the slugs. So I think now we are going to take out this level 4 mountain goat right here, and we're going to do it from about 120 meters. This is going to be a very long shot, and is going to be facing us, so this could go very poorly. I honestly don't know what to expect. Let's try to spot him again just to make sure we actually can see where we're aiming. We're going to have to aim a little bit high. Oh my gosh, I think we just dropped it on the spot. Yeah, we definitely did. Well, that's not what I was expecting. I'm wondering if we hit heart, or if it just has that much penetration to where it was able to hit, like, liver and stomach. I honestly don't know. We're gonna have to go and check it out. If we can get a shot into this bighorn, though, that would be awesome as well. Didn't think I'd hit that, but, you know, it was worth a shot. Even though it didn't go anywhere, we are gonna have our dog track it just to get him some XP, because we definitely need to get him leveled up as much as we can. It's been a long time since we've had a brand new dog to level up, and I forgot like how much you actually have to do to level them up. It's a lot of tracking, a lot of giving them commands, and it definitely takes some time. However, it's definitely worth it in the end, because once you get your dog to like level 20 plus, they can be incredible. Ooh, okay, that's why it dropped. It put its head down as we took the shot, and we got a brain shot. Well, that's not what I expected. Definitely not what I expected. So we got ourselves a level 8 gray mountain lion right in front of us at about 110 meters. If we can get this thing to go broadside and then just stop, that would be absolutely amazing. Then we could get a shot into it, but it's been kind of stubborn. I've been trying to get it to go broadside for probably like 5 minutes now, and it's just not really cooperating. However, honestly, this might be about as good of a shot as we're gonna get, although it keeps doing that. Every time I get lined up on it, it will flip around like that, unfortunately, but there's not really too much we can do, sadly. Okay, that's not good. It's alarmed now. I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually do this. We gotta be really careful not to spook it off, because this thing could spook so quickly and so easily. And we also gotta make sure that our dog doesn't get in front of us. Yeah, this thing's just acting super weird. Honestly, I'm not sure if we're gonna get to take it out. It's been acting very strange, and it's just not cooperating. Okay, there we go. This is absolutely perfect. Let's, try our best to get a shot into it here. Oh, we definitely hit it. I don't know if that was vitals. It was kind of a strange angle. And I don't think it was vitals, which is kind of unfortunate. That one might have been, though. Let's see if we can spot it. You know, it died, so I think that was vitals. I guess second time's the charm in that case. Yeah, that was a vital hit. Not too bad. Honestly, I'll take that. I'm kind of impressed that we missed the standing still shot and hit the trotting away shot, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take anything when it comes to a long-range shot with a very close-range sight. But yeah, that's not bad at all. Right lung and liver. We actually completely missed the first shot somehow. I don't know how that's possible. I thought I saw it jump, but I guess not. And honestly, that's a really big mythical gray. So in front of us, we have one of the nicest level 4 mule deer that I've seen in a while. That is a beautiful looking buck right there. Hopefully we can get close enough to actually take a shot on it, but there is quite a few of other mule deer in front of it, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'd like to get close enough to actually take a good shot on this guy. But I guess we'll see how that goes. It's been a while since we've actually killed a really nice-sized rare mule deer, so I was kind of hoping that we could find something like that today, considering this server was from a pretty low-level host, but unfortunately this is the best thing that I've seen for the muleys. Alright, so this angle right here should be perfectly fine. It's about 50 meters out, and I think this should be a pretty easy shot to make. Now, the only thing that's going to be tough is getting it to go perfectly broadside the way that we need it to, but I think we should be able to get it to do that, provided we wait long enough, and it shouldn't be too big of an issue. However, it's somehow going alarmed, so we're going to have to just take the shot. I don't know how it was going alarmed. We were completely hidden. The dogs don't actually spook anything, so I don't know what went wrong there. The wind was in our favor. That was kind of strange, but it does look like we did get vitals, so I guess it's all good in the end. Just unfortunate that it started to spook off. And here is our buck. That is a very good-looking mule deer. Let's go ahead and see what this guy ends up scoring. It is a 293. That is a beautiful muley. Definitely not too bad, and we ended up getting a single lung shot. Not quite the angle I was hoping for, but we still ended up making it work in the end, and we got this guy down. Such a good-looking buck. And as with any underrated weapons video that includes a shotgun, we will be taking out some geese to finish things off. And let's go ahead and wait for them to either land or get close to landing, and then we will take out a few of them. Let's go for these now. So we got those two, and then we got that one, and that one there. And there should be, yeah, a couple right above us that are going to be pretty easy to take out. And considering this shotgun came with the Goose DLC, it's only fitting that it would do pretty good on them, and it definitely does. As with most shotguns, it's not great at long range, but at close to mid-range, it's pretty decent. And we'll just real quickly spot these and make sure there's nothing crazy. That actually does kind of look like it might be a rare, so let's go ahead and try to get that thing down, if we can at least. Not sure the type of lead I'm gonna need, but there we go, we got it. But I think that might be a rare, and if that's the case, that is pretty awesome. Something else that's pretty cool about the geese is it's actually an amazing way to level up your dog as well. So if you're trying to level up a dog, the geese are going to be a great way to do it, because you can take out a bunch of them and just have your dog track each of them. And there's actually more geese even, but unfortunately this flock is not broke, so not really much of use to us. Is that a brown hybrid? It might be. If it's a brown hybrid, it's not a rare. And yeah, it is just a brown hybrid, so it's an uncommon, unfortunately, but I'd say that's a pretty good way to end things off. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how today went. We got an albino mountain lion, an albino pronghorn, and a pretty good-sized mountain goat as well. And we did it all with the 20 gauge side-by-side shotguns with the various different types of ammunition. And I gotta say, the slugs do really, really well. The birdshot does good enough. It's definitely not as good as 12 gauge, but it still is very nice and does pretty well against geese, and they are one of the biggest birds in the game, so if it can take them down reliably, then it can take pretty much anything else down. And as far as the buckshot, well, as I was saying, we're not really going to focus on that too much because it's not super great. Unfortunately, the buckshot does not match up to the other rounds that you can shoot out of this thing, but I mean, that's not really that big of a deal. But anyway, if you guys haven't already, be sure to hit the like button and get this video to 300 likes so that we can do the next episode of underrated weapons. You guys have been absolutely killing it with the support, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's been absolutely incredible how much support this series has got, and I have no doubts that we will once again hit 300 likes on this one. But with that being said, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click the like button, and ring that notification bell so you guys will never miss a video. Also, be sure to comment down below with what you guys would like to see in the next episode, and also what you guys would like to see for different series on the channel. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!